Hello YouTube, and welcome to the Native Survival Show. I am your regularly scheduled host, Mitch Mitchell. Thank you for joining us today. We have a packed show for you today. I'm on a day camp. Right on. Yeah, so I just parked my large metallic pack animal and water, camera case, backpack, snug pack, Bergen. Why am I rocking such a big rock right now? Well, the little rockets have my things that I'm bringing, you know, food, whatever. I have a wool blanket in there. Other than that, it's all parachute. This is my parachute bag. And a parachute takes a good 70 liters. Well, about 50 liters. It's a pretty big parachute. Right on, let's go to camp. But before we go to camp, make sure you stick around for the word from our sponsors. Alright, so we are in camp. There's like 4 inches of snow on the ground. I already started unearthing the fire pit a little bit. Snowy out. It's like that wet kind of slushy snow. Alright, parachute time. I usually use a stick. Pretty good at it. I get it within a couple. You know, up into the crook of the tree. But my buddy Nick used to be an arborist. Like climb trees for a living kind of thing. He says rock is better. And he likes to use rock. So I'm gonna try that. Try his way. This rock is bigger than I want it to be, so I'm not looking forward to that, but we'll do the best we can. We'll see what happens. Up there somewhere, one of those crooks, I don't know. Maybe you're in frame, I'm not even sure. If you're not, I apologize. Nope, way too low. I might want to stick. I hit the Y, but it fell out because the stick hit sideways on the Y. Might need a heavy stick. Oh, perfect. Just nicked it and bounced off. That should be it. I can't see. That's it. Okay, we're there. Alright. Now I'm going to run cordage up the line by whipping it. Like this. There we go. Now I'll drop it down. So there it is right there hanging. And there's the Y right there. So I'm going to whip up rope. I'm just going to drop it down. You still there? Hopefully. Yeah, buddy. Okay. So I'm gonna whip some rope up there. Now the other side. In the words of the great Kurt Cobain, I guarantee you I will screw this up. Should I do this by myself? Yeah, do it by yourself. Notice how I didn't walk over my my wool blanket? Because I'd kick snow up onto it potentially. Alright, so now I'm going to get the other end of my ridge line. Put a constrictor knot. If you don't know how to do that, look it up on my channel. I did a lot of knot videos years ago. I almost have 700 videos on my channel now, like 688 around there or so, 690. So scroll back. I noticed in Firefox I can't scroll back past 2 years, and I have videos from like 7 years ago. So make sure you're using like Safari or something for your browser. It doesn't work on my phone either. That's pretty bad. Okay, now before I throw this, I'm gonna just clip my parachute to the ridge line. So I want the parachute to be centered at the fire. This is 2 separate cords. I have them set up with a sheet bend. Anyways, I'm gonna just clip my parachute. Lock it off. Now the fun part. I gotta get this over the other tree. This part's always kind of crazy. I want the rope in front of me, just like I'm fishing with a throw line kit, right? Throw line. I love that. It's like almost the only way I fish now. It pretty much is the only way I fish. My grandfather used to fish with a throw line. I still have his throw line kit too. Alright. Where am I going? I'm going right there. There's a couple sticks I gotta worry about, but other than that, I'm okay. My rope in front. Gotta watch out for the bench and all that stuff. Got my pack. Some sticks right there, give me a problem. Gotta move over a little bit. Try to go right there. I'm aiming above where I want to go. Oh, I missed to the left. That's the one. Oh, but then it bounced back. That's kind of funny. That was a great throw. And it bounced back and just caught on the branch. This is a chance to take this branch down. Maybe I can wrap this around something else. Pull this instead. There we go. Ah, terrible throw. That was a terrible throw. That was shockingly terrible. I don't know what happened there. Alright, that should be it. Oh, wait a minute. Ooh, kind of bounced forward up a back branch and missed the thickest branch. I don't know if I can hold a parachute. Maybe. We'll try it. We'll see what happens. I can almost reach it. I think I can reach that. Alright. Really not the ideal spot, but it is what it is. Okay, maybe I'll go around here. I gotta watch them close branches. Alright, so I'm over 2 branches right now, so I think I might be okay. Alright, I got plenty of rope. I'm gonna tie it off right here. Can you see what I'm doing? Yeah, you can. So I'm gonna go around. I'm gonna pin the rope here, basically. I'm gonna go around. Maybe a little more than that. I'm gonna go around. I'm gonna go on the inside. See that? How I'm on the inside? Yeah, buddy. See that? On the inside. That's gonna hold it down. Right there. I'm gonna go around. If I have enough rope, I'll tie it off right here. I'm a little short. I'm using absolutely the least amount of rope to do this. That should be plenty. So that holds it in place. And go around the tree. I'm gonna get to the rope coming down from the parachute. I'm gonna go around it. I'm gonna put a quick release right here. Okay, it's my quick release. I'll give you a close-up. There's my quick release. And I'm gonna put, it's very small, I'm gonna put another loop through it as a double quick release. Like this. This side pulls tight. That's a quick release to a quick release. Whole thing comes down. Okay, so it's ready to go straight up. I'm gonna go to one of my sides, probably the first one, and start pulling it up. A little more, and I'm there. That's looking pretty good. That'll work. Windy out today, so I have it not super tight so it can flex with the wind a little bit. Hey guys, Marcus just joined us in camp. Say hello, Marcus.
Hey guys.
Right on. So yeah, we're just gonna do kind of interview chats and all that about the upcoming Bushcraft show, kind of like the Northeast Expo that he's building, promoting, putting on. So right on, just hanging out today, part of the day camp. Yeah, so we're gonna build a fire in that snowy mess.
So I heard the other day, I forget who I was talking to about it, but I heard the other day that that first season of Alone that you were on, that a lot of people, like the contestants like yourself, didn't actually know whether or not the show was going to be broadcast. That it was sort of filmed speculatively, and they didn't know whether or not somebody like the History Channel had picked it up. Was that right? Or am I misunderstanding?
That's not right.
Yeah. Okay.
No. History was involved, for sure, the whole time.
Alright. I think, because I think I was having the conversation with Zach Fowler about it, and because I'd heard that, or at least I thought that Jeff Hatch had been on Alone, and then I found out that he had been earmarked for it but never actually participated.
I guess he wasn't on the show.
Yeah, he had I think it conflicted with his kid's wedding, and he decided to go to his daughter's wedding because that was clearly a more important thing. But
yeah, I don't know. I think he even went to Vancouver and like I don't know. I don't really know too much about it. I've heard some information about it, but
did you know all the people that were participating? Like when you filmed this, when they filmed the show with you, did they get everybody together so you'd kind of know who you were competing against, or were you all in isolation? Like,
well, here's the funny thing. At least in my mind, I know some of the other guys were the same. We weren't like competing against them.
Oh yeah.
It wasn't a competition. It wasn't like, oh, these are the people I'm trying to beat out, man. Not all of them.
Yeah.
Like that was never, at least for sure for me.
It was all about
in season 1.
It was all about personal demonstrating.
Yeah, it had nothing to do with that at all.
Yeah.
It wasn't a competition. To us, anyways.
Yeah.
We had 1 week of pre-production after we got there.
Yeah.
Where they showed us, the camera equipment, how to use it, how to set up a scene, filming aspects. They showed us. They had us take a class with a First Nations member in the area on like edibles. Mm-hmm. But I mean, all the edibles were like summertime edibles.
I was gonna say out of season, right?
Yeah, I mean, we got dropped off right before it started snowing. After the salmon run, we got dropped off during the famine part of the year.
Yeah.
The way Vancouver is set up, at least the Quattrona people area, like the Quatsino that we were in, that particular band, Quatsino, they set up baskets and weirs and other such things, traps, to catch a lot of salmon during the run.
During the run, and then use that to last them over the season, right?
Yeah, and like John Jewett was captured by them before there was European contact, and he was part of that. And Chief Molasses of Luca, so when they captured him, ended up because everybody but him said and they named the ship to Boston. And from the Boston, not near us, the Boston for you.
Yeah.
Because our Boston is named after your Boston, the UK.
Yeah.
So if you zoom in on Boston in the UK, Britain, you'll see there's a cape underneath it.
Okay.
Right? And we have a cape, right? It's filled with cod, they call it Cape Cod.
Of course.
Right? So, sorry dude, you guys are really unoriginal. Because you named this whole area where like the British like landed here, they named everything. Like Worcester.
Taunton.
I looked over there, I'm like Worcestershire, Worcester, all that, Taunton,
Fall River, all of it.
Fall River,
Somerset, all of it.
Somerset. It's just crazy talk that it's all the same. Right? York. Oh, this is New York.
When you go to Pennsylvania,
Hampshire. This is the New Hampshire.
When you go to Pennsylvania, they start copying all the Welsh names, and there's a lot of Welsh towns and names.
Nice.
Out there. It's really
I
fun.
didn't know that. That's cool. Yeah. So, anyways, your Boston. The ship came from your Boston, not ours.
Yeah, interesting.
And it went all the way around and underneath and made it all the way to Vancouver.
Yeah.
And that was like the last frontier for that kind of stuff because it was so far and hard to get to.
Yeah.
Right. Coming from the east going west instead of all the way around the other way across the Pacific, they wouldn't do that. They went this way, past us, right? And so that ship ended up being burned and sunk and all that stuff and everything. And the guy lived with them for a couple of years and got married and everything. And so he witnessed. I've read his journal before I even went to Vancouver Island. I read this first-hand account stuff.
That's cool.
And he wrote it with blueberry ink. That just epic. And he even explained how he made it and everything. One of these days we'll make super cool. It's called Captive at Nukasan.
I'm gonna have to look that one up.
Look that up, dude.
Cool.
It's free online. And
I'm just gonna grab my camera because I want to take some pictures while people talking.
Yeah. And so it's free online. And
I love those first-hand accounts.
yeah, and so he said that they captured like a single day or two, all the fish they needed for all winter. That's how much fish was happening. He even gave a number. I don't remember the number, but he even gave a number.
How many bushels or whatever.
Yeah, I made it last time. So he gave a number, but I mean they caught so many fish so fast. So we were dropped off after that.
So you guys missed out on getting any really good.
Yeah, we did. Exactly. We missed out on that. Stop making some firewood, eh? Get some pine there, it's cool. Wanna get some feather sticks?
I'm not very good at it.
Oh, come on, man, you're from the UK. You guys all, just look at wood and feathers, right?
Yeah.
No?
It's all good. Try to always get practice.
Yeah, of course. You come from the land of feather sticks.
Do indeed. Although I think I probably made my first feather stick when I was about 16 and my second one when I was in my 30s. So
Exactly.
Things that,
It's all good, man. I'm just messing with you.
no, it's funny.
Nice prep, man.
What's up?
It's a nice prep.
Oh, cool. Thanks. Yeah, one of the problems I have with fire sticks is I'm not very good at maintaining my edged tools, so I
Yep.
never really have a sharp enough knife. I really struggle to get a nice, like a razor sharp blade.
Okay.
So it's one of the things I know.
What do you use to sharpen it?
I just recently bought I think it's called a Lansky system, which is where,
Sure.
where it clamps the blade. I'm giving that a try right now.
Yep.
But before that, I was just doing it freehand on a whetstone.
Okay.
I've been watching some videos and reading more about it, and I just realized I've got to, spend more time, be more patient, and also have more variety of stone grits, because I was just trying to do everything with just whatever grit I had, and now I've got like 8 different grits.
I use a DC4.
What do you use, sir?
I use a DC4.
DC4. I haven't heard of that.
A fall ribbon? Isn't it? No, fall kniving.
Kniving. Yeah,
How do you say that?
Oh, I don't know. Like the knife. Fjall kniving or whatever.
No. Yeah, I think it's so. It's terrible. I don't even know how to even say it anymore.
Is that their? Is it part of the Fjallraven brand, or is it a separate company?
It's not fall raven, hold on.
But it's a Swedish knife or a Swedish sharpening system.
Yeah. One second, I'll let you know right now. It's fall kniving. DC4 fall kniving.
Yeah. Well, I only got a Scandi grind knife this year. No, last year. Up until then, I always had a. Too deep. That's better.
Well, first thing you want to do is find something long. You want to have a long stroke.
A longer stroke? Okay.
Yep. And try to break some of the stuff off. So I like to hold it to my side, to my right, instead of in front, right? And first thing I do is I look to see where the down curve is. That's the up curve.
Yep.
So as I carve, my knife is gonna go over the hump, fly off, and I'll lose curls every time.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did good, man. You said you're not good at it. Looks pretty good to me.
Ah.
But yeah, just run down.
Yeah.
Right, and then drop off to the right, like slide the knife out.
Okay. Yeah.
And then every time I do that, I create a facet. I create a cut, an angle, and there's a ridge on each side now,
And then you
right?
can
So
shave
now I
off
just
that.
go down one of those ridges
So
each side.
that's how you get the skinnier ones then.
Right, exactly. Which
Got it.
I mix between skinny and not,
Yeah.
because if you have all really fine stuff, it's like flash
fast,
tinder.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
too fast,
Yeah.
right? So now because I just want on each side, now there's a ridge right in the middle, right? So now I can go right down that ridge in the middle, right there.
Nice.
That's when I start making good ones, right? So
So I saw
that's pretty much it.
a video that Ray did once where he talked about positioning the knife blade this way and that way, so tilt up, tilt down as well. Do you incorporate that into it as well, or is it really just about
Yeah, I do.
twisting left and right?
Yeah, if you go this way,
Like have the tip up higher?
yeah, if you go the other way, it curves to the right,
Oh, it's about, okay, so it's the direction.
which
it
I don't
goes.
like doing, to be honest, but it goes that way
Ah, okay.
because it feels very like unnatural for me. If you go straight, it will curl in on itself
Yeah, I see that.
exactly in a circle, and if you drop your hand, it will curl,
And
it will
curl
jump to the left,
to the side, yeah.
which is I kind of prefer slightly to the left.
Got it. Yeah, I always tend to like shoot off as well. and get
But you
off.
know, we're not trying to make something gorgeous. We're trying to light a fire, so I'm trying to take it too serious. You know what I mean? Sit here like I made the most gorgeous, you know, beautiful, symmetrical feather stick ever. And it's like throw it in the fire, get started. You know what I mean?
Time to burn it now.
Time to burn it. So it's really not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it needs to be effective. You know? So these things kind of go hand in hand. Because my feathers kick to the left on purpose, then I go on the perpendicular side to the right, like a kind of a 90 degree, around the edge of it, and then I can burst them into the other one. Sometimes I'll take some real thick ones like that because I don't want to go up too fast, especially in a snowy environment like this. I mean, I could sit here and make super delicate ones, but like I was saying before, then they'll go up so fast that it doesn't work out too well, you know. All of a sudden, it doesn't light fire as well as you want because then it goes up so fast it's gone. So, if I'm gonna ignite by using sparks directly onto my curls, right at the end when I'm ready, I make some really fine ones, right? They're so delicate that the wind will break them apart. You can see right through them, you know? Those are the ones you strike a spark to. You get all those points together, you strike a spark on those. They just go right up, yeah. There's a knife I designed. Made a survival knife.
That's the one that you have for sale?
Yep. It's on sale right now.
Yeah.
And
I've seen the video.
I'm gonna bring some of them, a couple of them, with me to the Bushcraft show as well. I'll have them at my table that I'll be selling stuff. So if anyone wants them, I'll have them with me.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Who'd you use for the knife maker?
LT Wright. All handmade, and does a great job. This particular model is my Cardo. Has a Coke bottle handle, which I'm sure you're very familiar with, coming from the UK,
the shape of it, yeah.
right? 3/32 blade, 01 high carbon tool steel,
Nice.
90 degree spine, so it can throw lava if I want off my ferro rod. So I have Ranger green liners, Scandi bevel that just polishes, you know, to a mirror. It's great steel. I designed it also so, because I'm such a carver, like I'm all about it, that many knives, the pommel digs into my hand when I go into chest lever, right? Chest lever.
Yep.
So I made it a little longer, so it just makes it around the hand instead.
Sticks off the outside.
So that way you can just lock in and go to town. Like when I'm making bows, I make bows and arrows and stuff like that, whatever. So it's the only knife I know that does that, and I did it. I made it for that specific purpose, to make sure that it doesn't beat me up. I like to make 3.
3 that size?
Yeah, make 3. I could probably burn this from last week.
Yep.
Yeah, so with 3 of them, you can make like a teepee and you're ready to go.
Oh yeah.
You know. So I think you started making one, right?
Yeah,
so this one right there.
I got a baby one.
That's all right. All right. So I got that one.
I mean, if another baby one would be useful,
yeah, for sure, man.
do one of these.
You know, like this should be hard, but like she'll make like calzones and stuff. She makes like full-on meals out in the woods. Where
yeah, my buddy who's
You wouldn't think so.
helping me one of the other volunteers. He's actually a 20-year trained chef. You know, like he's a professional chef, 20 years working in the industry.
Yep.
And he got into this not because he's really into the outdoors or camping, because he wanted the challenge of being able to cook
Right.
some of the sort of really gourmet crap that he makes.
Sure.
Over an open fire.
That's cool.
I see what you mean about getting some of these real tiny ones. Like when you get one of those edges, you can really just kind of ride down and get like a little wispy one.
Yep. It's like a little ridge you can just ride.
Yeah.
And again, those are great if you want to strike a spark onto them, or if you know, you need to use a feather stick as a tinder bundle, you can do that as well. So you make it of all fine stuff, and you drop some finer material that we normally would in a tinder bundle, like cattail fluff, things like that. Put that in there, and it will blow right into flame like a normal tinder bundle. So you can use these as tinder bundles too, which is pretty cool. What's cool about the parachute is that it's going to start filling up with hot air like a hot air balloon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does it then radiate the heat back down to you a little bit?
It sure does. It's good 15, 20 degrees underneath the parachute.
That's awesome.
And outside. Yeah. Right on. Want some tea?
Yeah, thanks.
Sure. Where's your cup? So I can put the right amount of water in.
Yep. I heard you're a tea fan, so I brought some British tea bags too.
Oh, really?
Well, English tea.
English tea. Yeah.
It's not the same size as yours, basically.
Ooh. After we get tea, I'm gonna make my food in that. Right on. Cool. Yep. Now we don't really warm up what we need.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Half the water, half the time, right? Instead of just filling up the whole billy can.
You're not having to melt it in the snow.